Good morning, Gaudi. It is Friday, the 12th of February. It is the last day of this term. Yay! Right, this is your last English poem lesson that we're going to do this week because we've been looking at poems. Now, for this lesson, remember you need to make sure you've got your listening ears, your magnet eyes, a pencil, and a piece of paper. And I've got mine ready. Right, in this lesson, we're going to write a poem about an unknown planet, and that unknown planet is the one that you created a couple of weeks ago as one of your tasks, where you had to make up a planet and name it. And this is the poem that goes with it, and we're going to read it together. Here we go. Here we go. When I landed, I was in shock. There were no rivers, seas or rock, trees or forests, deserts or sand, houses or buildings, schools or churches, children or grown-ups, not a bird or a cat. Just fancy that, the planet black. Now, why was this person in shock? Turn to your partner, pause the video. That's right, this person, whoever it may be, a boy or a girl, there were no rivers, there were no seas, there were no houses, or schools, or grown-ups, or birds, or cats. There was nothing on this planet. Now, do you also notice how some of these words have got a connection between them? Let's change the colour of the pen. Here we go. There's a connection. For example, you've got trees and forest. There's a connection there. You'll find trees in forests. Houses are buildings, so they've used similar words there. And they've got children or grown-ups. So there's people. Now, we're going to write one together. When you write yours, this is what you need to think of. Right, let's see if I can do this without pausing. Oh, yes, here we go. The planet flat. So the first line we're going to start with, we can copy the first line, maybe change it slightly. I'm going to go, there were no mountains, hills, or rivers. Capital H, there were no mountains. It's a tricky word, and I know. There were no mountains, comma, hills, or rivers. If you want to magpie this sentence, you can. So we went to this planet. There were no mountains, no hills, or rivers. What else do you think you would hope to find there, and there aren't? Let's have a think. How about, we all like going to the park for a picnic or from the playground. So we could write, there were no mountains, hills, or rivers, parks, or playgrounds. Capital P, we've got a new line. Parks or playground. Playground is the compound word, two words that make one. Or playgrounds. And we're going to have a comma. There were no mountains or hills, parks or playgrounds. What else do you think we might miss if we went to a planet? What do you think? They haven't got this. They haven't got parks or playgrounds. What else might we find in a park? Flowers. Flowers you can find in gardens too. Flowers or gardens. There were no mountains, hills or rivers, parks or playgrounds. Flowers or gardens. Comma, and look, my lowercase g is underneath. What else might we see? Let's have a think what we might find on the roads. What vehicles might we find? Buses, trucks, trains on a train track. How about trains or buses? A snail in the rain, trains or buses, and I'm going to have my comma there. Let's go back and read, see what we've written. There were no mountains, hills or rivers, parks or playgrounds, flowers or gardens, trains or buses. What do you like to ride to school sometimes? Bikes and scooters. Should we pop that one on here? Bikes or scooters. Anything else? What if you were poorly? Maybe your tooth was hurting. Dentists and doctors. Dentists or doctors. My comma there. What else might we miss? The weather. What's been happening this week to our weather? It's been snowing. How about snow or sleet? Snow or rain. Right. Dentists or doctors? Snow or rain? There we go. And the last one we're going to have this time, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines of all, so look, parks or playgrounds, flowers or gardens, trains or buses, bikes or scooters, dentists or doctors, snow or rain, not even, what else might, not even cats or dogs, not even cats or dogs. Full stop. And the last bit we're going to have, I'm going to shuffle it up. Just fancy that. Just fancy that. Now, when you, an exclamation. Now, when you write your poem, you can start with, there were no mountains or hills or rivers. But this part, I'd like you to try and think of your own. You may magpie 1 or 2 ideas, but not too many, Gaudi. You can magpie my top line, but the others have to be your ideas. Now, let's see if I can go back to the screen to show you what your challenges are. Here we go. There we go. Right, so challenge 1. When I landed, I was in shock. Can you complete the blanks? There were no, what was missing? Or 2 more gaps, and you've got 6 there. Here are some ideas for some things that you might want to use. If you think actually you'd like to use your own, you're more than welcome to. Challenge 2, when I landed, I was in shock. There were no, and I missed that, didn't I? No, I've just realised I missed no on my poem. I think I'm going to add it now. No. Parks or playgrounds. And you've got 8 gaps to finish. So can you copy this part of the poem and fill in your own gaps? Challenge 3, you've got something very similar and you've got to finish yours with not a blank or blank. Fancy that on planet with the name of your planet. When you've completed your poems, don't forget to upload them onto Tapestry. We look forward to seeing them. And also just want to say thank you for all your hard work, Gaudi, this term. You have worked incredibly hard, and I know lots and lots of you have completed the tasks every single day, uploaded to Tapestry, and you're still here on the last day. So well done for all your hard work, getting up, completing all your English work, your wider curriculum, your maths, and working together. And thanks to all your mummies and daddies and everyone who lives with you, who's helped you. Have a lovely half term. We'll see you in 2 weeks' time, in February the 22nd. See you then.